fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian's Sudoku puzzle. It's Sunday the 1st of September 2024. Oh, we're in September already. I've just realised. Welcome September. Ooh, another month. The year is pushing forwards. I'll be playing the Observer Sudoku in a moment. That means level unlisted, level completely unknown. We'll just have a bash at it and see. But I won't be giving it a level as I've stopped doing that now. I just let you try it for yourself and you can decide whatever level you think it is. I learned something new this morning reading the Observer or the Guardian, whichever it is. Something I'd never heard of, which is a real surprise to me because I would imagine I thought I would have heard of such a thing before, but I really hadn't. Apparently during the 1940s there was a chain of restaurants called British restaurants, which served cheap, healthy, food, and had an enormous number of branches, maybe as many as or more than McDonald's kind of currently has, that kind of thing. And it was really because of this was in the 1940s, under Churchill's government. Of course, people were suffering from austerity, and the situation with the economy was dire because of World War II. And these restaurants were very popular, apparently, and I had never heard of this before. Now, of course, I wasn't born then. I'm not that old. But I would have expected my mum to have talked about it, or my aunties, or my grandmother to mention it sometime, and at least in passing or something like that. And I really have never heard of this thing before. But it seems to me like a good idea. I live in Thailand, and one of the great advantages of living in Thailand, apart from the weather, which I sometimes complain about as being too hot, the main thing is food. I can just walk a very short distance wherever I am, and not just me, everybody in the whole country can walk a short distance, and we can get healthy, cheap food that is cooked. Nobody actually needs to cook in Thailand, except those people who do it for a living. There are so many small restaurants and food is, even though food prices have doubled in the last couple of years. I mean, inflation was terrible during that time, after COVID. We really have been hit by inflation, and food prices seem, to those of us who have lived here for a long time, seem incredibly expensive now. In fact, they are not really, especially if you look on a kind of global scale. They're still very cheap, and you can still find a couple of places where things are very cheap. But that option is really difficult to find in many Western countries, where it's people need to cook at home because there's a huge disparity between prices of fresh ingredients and what you pay when you go to a restaurant. So anyway, apparently politicians in the UK are considering bringing back this idea of a subsidized restaurant where communities, for local communities where people can go to eat, not for free, but as a restaurant, but not offering junk food. I mean, and now I think tastes have changed so much, of course, in the UK as well, that all kinds of global food from everywhere across the world is very popular for many people nowadays in the UK. And I think that would be great for to have not for profit, but just subsidized canteens open across everywhere that offers healthy food that's not going to kill you with its, because you are lacking nutrition or cause disease. Certainly, lack of decent food has become a huge problem for the health service. People eating too much junk food and stuff like that, and not getting proper nutrition. It's become almost as bad as smoking. So, and because smoking has been on the decline for many years as well. So, food is the next thing to attack. So I think it's a great idea. I hope they take it up, and I hope lots of them are opened and offer a place for lower income people to eat, and not just lower income people, just people hopefully will patronize the restaurants and get some decent food. Right, let's play the game of Sudoku. As I mentioned, the Observer doesn't tell us what level it wants to be. So I'm going to start by just telling you that sevens block these two sevens block these three squares in this row, and that gives me a 7, just so. We have 1s blocking down here. That puts a 1 into that square there. We have 1 down here and across there like that. That will give me a 1 here, 1 down here, across there, and across there will give me a 1 there. Don't think we take the 1s any further. Okay, in this row we are missing 1, 4 and 5. 1 and 4 block this square, so that's going to be our 5. And we'll be left with 1 and 4 over here. Six blocks across these two rows and up and down here. Six this way, that way, and down here. Okay, I haven't spotted the next move, so let's just click around and see what we get. 2 blocks down here, so 2 in one of these 3 squares blocking up, 2 up here, 2 across there. Seven down here across. Oh, I didn't need it. 7 down there. There we go. Eight blocking down here, so 8 in one of these 2 squares blocking up. There's our 8. Nine blocking up here and 9 across there, so 9 in one of these 2 squares blocking down here. There's our 9. And the missing digit here is 2, I think. So 2 across here and there, 2 down there. There's our 2. 2 up here and 2 across there for another 2. Missing digit for this column, 5, I think. Uh, 3, 6, 9 missing there. Down here, what are we looking for? 2 and 4, and this is 5 and 8. I might go around again because I'm not catching anything else just yet. Okay, 5 blocks across here and 5 up here. So 5 must be in one of these two squares, blocking across and down here, and 7 blocks across here and up there. So we have ourselves a pair of 5 and 7 in those squares there. So the remaining squares are not 5 or 7, they have to be 3 or 8. We've got the 8, this one or this one blocking that square, so that's going to be a 3, and the 8 will be over here. And so 8 blocking down here and across there puts 8 into one of those squares, blocking there, and 8 blocking here. There is our 8. Two and 4 block down here, that would be 2 and 4, this would be 5. 5 across here and across there puts 5 into that square. 5 blocking this square, we still need a 5 in this row, so it goes there. And the last number for this row is a 7. 7 blocks up here, across there, excuse me, from there. And 1 up there, there's a 7. 7 back this way, there's a 7. 7 blocking down, down, and across here, there's a 7. And that's our first completed digit. 2 blocks down here, so that's going to be a 2 for this row. This will be a 4, and that's a 4 for the end of the row. Four blocking up here, we need a 4 in this row. There's our 4, this is our 1. 1 blocking up here, up there, and across there. 1 is finished. 1 and 7 are both finished now. 3 blocks up here, there's our 3. 5 goes here. 5 blocks up and across there. There's our 5. 1 more number to go up here, looks to be a 3 to me. 3 blocking across here and up here puts 3 into one of these two squares, blocking down, 3 across there. And there's our 3. 9 blocks this square in this row, we still need a 9, it goes there, there's our 2. 2 blocks down here, there's a 2, which is the last 2, and this is a 4. 4 blocks up here, putting 4 into that square, and the missing digit for this column. Are you a 9? I think you are a 9. We still need a 9 in this block here. 9 across here and there, puts 9 into that square. Okay, what's left? Missing from up here, what are we looking for? 4 and 8, do we know? We must know one of them, no? What's missing down here? 8 and 9, that's going to help. 9 blocking down here, there's the 9. There's the 8, 8 blocking up here, there's the 8, this will be 4. 4 across and across gives us 4 in that square. The missing digit here, 3. 3 blocking across there gives us 3 in that square. This will be a 6. And 6 blocking up here gives us 6 in that square, and a fairly straightforward game from the observer to finish, but enjoyable anyway. And hopefully I'll be playing some other Sudoku later today. I'll see you around. Take care. Bye-bye.